Welcome racers! This is the first video of a series that will dive deep into all the intricate mechanics of the game, explaining everything from beginner level to pro level. We will explain mechanics, physics, and translate them to advanced tips and tricks you can use in your gameplay. So no matter your current rank, I'm confident you will find plenty of very useful information. For those of you who don't know me, I'm usually in the top 5 in the ranked leaderboards, and you will frequently see me hold the #1 spot in time trial limited events. Today's topic is rails. Rails are those blue shiny lines that you can grind with your cart. They offer you speed, boost, and sometimes provide a shortcut compared to the standard route. We will start by covering all the different mechanics and physics regarding rails. Then, we will discuss how you can effectively use that knowledge in your races and provide some examples. To grind a rail effectively, you will need to balance your cart on the center by using the left and right controls. This increases your speed on the rail, while also generating boost for your manual boost bar. Should you fail to balance your cart on the rail, your speed drops drastically and you stop generating boost as well. If your manual boost is active while on the rail, your cart is centered automatically and your boost bar depletes slower than usual. Let's explore what happens when you start grinding a rail and your manual boost is not active. After exactly 1 second, your cart speeds up and reaches your top speed, maintaining it for 2 seconds before slowing down again. While on the rail, overtaking other players can be tough, as you usually get stuck behind them. However, it can be done if you have a large enough difference of speed over them to push yourself through. The amount of boost you generate on the rail depends on 2 factors: your speed on the rail, which is mostly affected by your top speed stat, and secondly, your boost stat. The higher your speed is while on the rail, the more boost you generate. Same goes for the boost stat. The higher it is, the more boost you generate on the rail. Some characters with a high enough combination of top speed and boost stat can reach a threshold where they can generate boost on the rail faster than it drains, leading to a slow overall generation of boost. Here you can see 4 different top speed and boost stat combinations. Observe how the stat differences affect the boost generation. From this comparison, we can confidently conclude that the boost stat is more important for boost generation on the rail, though top speed still provides a noticeable increase. Another thing to keep in mind is that slipstreaming does not work on rails, meaning you don't generate any boost for following others while on the rail. With the mechanics out of the way, let's explore some scenarios to find the optimal ways in which you can use rails to your advantage. The general principle is that rails are great for high top speed characters with bad handling, since they allow you to maintain that high top speed instead of losing speed by taking the normal corners. On the contrary, characters with good handling are more flexible in this regard. For them, skipping some rails can be faster if the rail route is longer than the normal path. This is obviously map specific and rail specific. We cannot explore every rail in the game in this video, so feel free to practice and observe which rails players tend to take in your matches. Typically, a good thing to know is that it's more efficient to fill up your boost bar on a rail rather than on the ground with drifting. That's because of the speed up that the rail provides after the first second during which you balance your cart. So a good thing to do is deplete your boost bar right before entering a rail, as shown here. More often than not, even if you have your manual boost ready, you will want to hold it for a bit to take advantage of that free speed. Remember that even if your manual boost is not active, on the rail you can maintain your top speed for 2 seconds. This is amazing because staying at your top speed while not using any boost allows you to save that boost for later. Compare these two clips, for example. On the left one, I use my manual boost immediately before the rail. Let's call this boosting early. While on the right, I take advantage of that free top speed offered by the rail for as long as I can, and then use my manual boost. Let's call this boosting late. You will notice that in this case, boosting late is overall faster, because we saved a good amount of boost while on the rail, and we use that later. This might not always apply, however. Imagine a scenario in which you can fill your boost bar after the rail anyway. For example, because you are a defender following another player, or because there are speed pads on the ground right after the rail, or because of an item. In those cases, using your manual boost immediately would be faster. In this clip, for example, boosting early is faster, since the boost bar can get back to full after the rail anyway. So saving boost on the rail does not make any sense. Another case where boosting early is faster is when characters generate more boost than they drain, as we described earlier. Let's now explore how one can exit the rail effectively using jumps. You may already know that when your manual boost is online and you press jump, your boost keeps getting drained while on the air. This applies on the rail as well, meaning that if you jump from the rail while your manual boost is active, you lose boost while on the air, which is not a good thing. However, a good thing which you can do in many cases is to jump from a rail when at top speed and when manual boost is not active, as shown in this clip. While on the air, you still remain at top speed or even faster if the rail is inclined. This technique allows you to maintain your top speed for some precious extra time, again while not using any of your boost. You can even chain some jumps to make this even more effective and save more boost. This is super useful, especially for high top speed characters or characters who have trouble generating boost. Another way to utilize jumps to exit the rail is to avoid the slowdown that occurs when boost runs out. Again, here are the two clips so we can easily compare the differences. As you can see, jumping off the rail allows us to stay at our top speed for slightly longer. This, however, can be risky to perform and does not offer a large reward. So in practice, this is not very useful. One last small detail I'd like to touch on is using the side swipe mechanic, otherwise known as dashing. Side swiping allows you to reach very high speeds for a few milliseconds. You will often see them used right before the finish line for this exact reason. The same can be applied when entering a rail. Use your side swipe just before the rail to start grinding it a few milliseconds faster. This is a very small detail, but at the top level, every little detail can make a difference. Before ending the video, I'd like to show a clip of optimal rail usage, where many of these tips are used to orchestrate a very strong lap. This clip is the #1 time for one of Defended Williams' time trial tournaments a few weeks back. The time trial took place in the map Toon Village Bridgeway with Baloo. As you're about to see, this map contains a lot of rails. By using them optimally, I was able to save a lot of boost while maintaining a high speed, which is crucial for Baloo, who is a high top speed racer with bad handling. Hope you enjoy. Keep grinding, pun intended, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode of this series, where we explore another aspect of the game in great detail. Subscribe to not miss that.